My cynicism.
When I say Julie and Cliff to you, what images come into your mind?
Cliff wearing a heavy leather jacket on the beach at the polar bear swim in Coney Island. I think he was a little worried about getting sand in his shoes.
And Julie, when I say Julie,
I couldn't really see Julie. She was pretty far out in the water.
When you hear the word Julie, I like the question. What comes to mind?
Lots of children.
Sex.
she's a fox.
Vivacious, determined, adventurous, up for anything. Not as sunny as she seems at first. In a good way. Energy.
Julie, I think of friendly, warm, smiling a lot. She always smiled. I like that about her. Asked a lot of questions.
How about Cliff? I say the word Cliff.
Cliff, I think of food. I think of like anchovy, lemon, vinaigrette. I think of a recipe. I think of some ravioli he's making. Oh, Julie, I think of garden. I think they both like convivial, amiable, affable, smart people.
The word fox doesn't come into your mind when I say Cliff.
It's not one of the first things that comes to mind, but he's wily.
So when I say Julie and Cliff, what do you think of?
What do I think about? About a couple months ago, I made out with a priest.
Oh.
He was an Episcopalian priest.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be Catholic, would he?
He's allowed to make out. No, he's totally allowed to make out. But he was really, really drunk. So I actually made out with him and then sent him on his merry way.
So did you get his number?
But not before, number one, he totally tried to get me into bed. And he said, you know what, there's something I have to tell you. I have a girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend?
Yeah. So what do you think about, that's
Can I just, what relevance does that got to Julie and Cliff's goodbye?
nothing.
There was this one time when I fucking smoked a huge fatty with Julie and Cliff, and we had a wicked threesome, and I thought it was going to be all about Julie, but it was all about Cliff. It was totally crazy.
Nice.
What I was going to say is that we have just scratched the surface of our relationship with them, and I'm so sad that we're not able to continue fostering, nurturing, and developing that relationship, and it makes me very sad that they're leaving, but I know that this is the right thing for them to do, because of anybody I know, they have the most adventurous spirit, and I think they're going to have an incredible experience, and I wish them very, very well and lots of fun.
I was going to say, I think my wife is an adorable drunk.
I am not drunk.
Back to the Julie and Cliff thing.
Yes.
It does take a lot of... What's the word? What?
You're going to be taxed. I'm worried.
That's the Chardonnay talking. It's really a testament to their adventurousness that they're going to do what they're doing, and I am also filled with Chardonnay.
My fondest memory of Julie and Cliff is when we went to the polar bear swim, and it was only Julie and Emmett. And Julie, of course, was not going to go in, but being Julie, she couldn't resist when she saw the great fun that was going on around her. But then Emmett, who was 2, said, I want to go swimming. So she took him in, and he might never forgive her. He was so angry.
I know Julie and Cliff from the food co-op childcare room.
That is so
Where
crunchy.
for 3 hours we would swap recipes or talk about New York Times articles or
So can I ask you, when you think of Julie, do you think crunchy? I mean, is crunchy?
No.
No, I do.
Sorry.
I think crunchy because I've seen her in Vermont.
When I say the word Julie, what comes to mind?
Very sexy. Problem with doing a clothes swap with Julie is that she looks fantastic in everything. So then she takes everything home because it looks so much better on her than on anybody else.
Why do you hang out with her then?
Because she's fun and she's up for things.
Laughter, twinkle in the eye, always up for any adventure.
What about Cliff? When I say the word Cliff,
Duck. He cooks duck.
Spicy. Food. Obsession with food. Obsession with cooking. Bumping into him at the co-op and he's, talking, what are you making with fava beans? What are you making with this? Oh, the other day I got 20 ducks from Chinatown and confit them. That's Cliff. He says constant one-upmanship on the recipe. Sorry, Cliff. But it's true, you know it.
when I say Julie and Cliff, what's the first memory that comes to mind?
Procreation. It's impressive. They set the standard for Park Slope.
What is your advice to them?
I think they should have a fourth child. I think that they're getting slack. We're catching up to them. And what else is Julie going to do?
When I say the word Julie, what comes to mind?
Laughter. Smiling. Information.
We're going to free associate. Cliff.
A voice louder than yours. Soft shell crabs. Bright blue eyes.
You and Cliff are one of the few manifestations of traditional heterosexuality that is not sinister. It actually makes you think it can happen, it can work.
Julie and Cliff are the people that I bump into in the neighborhood. They're bumper into. I see them at soccer or at school, and it's always such a pleasure to bump into them. It's exciting when I see them, and it's so sad they won't be in the neighborhood. I'm so happy